All right, good evening, everyone. We are back here for another video. This is for all of you night owls out there for the late night upload. So Riley here, I'm actually filling in for Braden tonight. So jumping into things right now, we have some rain showers going on here across Kansas and Missouri and Arkansas, even into Nebraska. There's some light rain showers across southern Nebraska, as you can see there on the radar picture. That is all we have going on currently. And if you take a look at what direction this rain is headed, well, it's moving pretty stationary. It's not really moving a whole lot, at least according to the Doppler radar. But in any event, rain showers going on here across Nebraska. Sorry, my loop is not working at the moment. Temperature-wise, we are in the 30s across the area mainly. 30 in Sioux Falls. We got 25 in Aberdeen. We have 45 out in Rapid City. Down into Nebraska, we got 37 in Valentine, 41 in North Platte, and we got 45 in Omaha. And then into Iowa, we got 30 in Spencer, we got 45 in Des Moines, we got 36 in Mason City. And in Minnesota, we are at 34 in Minneapolis, we are at 30 in Marshall, we're at 28 in Duluth, and 32 in Fairmont. So it is a chilly evening out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you guys the latest European model for your future radar. And as we play this out, as you can see, those rain showers continue down into southern Nebraska. And these rain showers will continue through Friday afternoon across southern Iowa. And then they will fizzle out. And then, other than that, we are very quiet and we are dry. Not seeing any systems. Looking ahead here this weekend, we are looking at a quiet, calm, and mild forecast. Now, you notice Monday morning, you start to see these rain showers in Nebraska that are moving northeast, and then they'll head into our area here, eastern South Dakota, into Iowa and Minnesota, Nebraska. As you can see there, rain showers hanging around Monday night into Tuesday. And then you notice by Tuesday afternoon, look at this, we have a mix of rain and snow. And that purple color, that's your in-between the rain and snow. Snow across, Pierre, Aberdeen, Mulbridge, and then freezing rain potential or a mix, maybe up near Watertown, over towards Huron perhaps, maybe towards Mitchell. Sioux Falls, we're looking at rain, at least for up to Tuesday afternoon. Now, late Tuesday afternoon into the evening hours, this is taking us out to, again, Tuesday the 25th. Rain turning into snow showers, as you can see there. So Sioux Falls could see a few snowflakes on Tuesday, late afternoon and the evening. It's not out of the question. Eastern South Dakota into Minnesota and northwestern Iowa into northern Iowa, as you can see there as the system clears out. And then after that, Wednesday looks dry and calm. We'll get a break in the action. And then how about your Thanksgiving forecast? Well, this is the latest thinking on the European model, and it's still suggesting there could be some snow hanging around our area on Thanksgiving. Now, again, nothing is set in stone yet. This is not a for sure thing, but this is the latest thinking on the European model, and this is for central South Dakota. As you can see, it'd be Mulbridge down to Pierre, down to Chamberlain, down to Winter, and that's kind of what you're looking at, from North Dakota all the way to the Nebraska border. Band of snow, and then maybe eventually impacting the Sioux Falls area by Thanksgiving night. So that's something to keep an eye on, of course. We'll be here to cover it. And then otherwise, Friday, looks like things will clear out, and then we'll get a little bit of a break in the action. But then on Saturday, the 29th, another round possibly of snow across our region. South Dakota into Minnesota. That's certainly on the table, and then down into Nebraska as well. So it does look like there's growing confidence that for sure next week, bottom line is we're going to be turning much colder and into a more wintry pattern. with an Arctic cool down. Looks to be more and more likely, and it does look like we will be more active with more systems and possible chances for rain and even snow across our entire region. It's not everybody's going to get it all at once, but there's going to be multiple systems passing through next week. So, just because you don't get one on Monday doesn't mean you're not going to get one on Thursday or even Saturday. So that is the latest thinking there. Okay, so now let's take a look at your temperature outlook over the next several days. And starting tomorrow, we're going to see a nice forecast. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s for our region. And then for your weekend forecast, looking really nice. 50s and even 60s down in Nebraska. Mid-50s, mid-upper 50s in Sioux Falls. It's going to feel really nice out there. And then how about finishing off your weekend on Sunday? Sunday actually looks even better. We could easily hit 60 degrees in Sioux Falls and surrounding areas. Yankton, maybe down into the low to mid-60s. 60s down into Nebraska. It's going to feel very nice out there. Hopefully you guys can get the yard work done and whatever you guys need done. And then Monday is kind of the last hurrah here. Kind of the last nice warm day. 50s in the forecast on Monday. And then after that comes the big change that we've been talking about for the last several days. There you go. By Tuesday, we're dropping into the 30s for daytime highs. And that is, we're looking at below average temperatures. So that's, it's been a while since we've had that. And then by Wednesday the 26th, you're looking at 30s once again in the forecast, and that's the day before Thanksgiving. Now, what does Thanksgiving have to offer? Well, let's take a look at Thanksgiving, shall we? Thanksgiving forecast, we're looking at 20s to low 30s for highs. I think Sioux Falls looks to be right around that 30-degree mark, which is about 10 to 15 degrees below average for this time of the year. So we're going to be much below average for your Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a cold Thanksgiving out there, and it usually is. There's only been a couple years that I remember that it's been warm. Usually Thanksgiving is pretty cold. Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, actually there's going to be a window of opportunity here out west, western South Dakota, western Nebraska. We could be in the 50s once again. So it looks like we could see another warm-up by the time we get towards Friday. But for Sioux Falls and eastern regions, we're going to be stuck in the 30s. It looks like, again, this is according to the latest on the model run. And then on your following weekend, it looks like we might warm up again back into the 40s and 50s. So it doesn't look like it'll be a big Arctic blast yet. I think it's going to be a false warm-up, because look at this, by the 30th, we could be cooling down again. That Arctic blast that we've been talking about for that late November, early December time frame looks to be happening again. Look at that. So, just take things with a grain of salt for now. That is still quite a ways out in the forecasting. Take those long-range forecasts with a grain of salt. But just be prepared, be aware of the possibility of those things by the time we get towards next week into your Thanksgiving weekend. Just know that temperatures will be cooling down, and we will be introducing more chances for precip in the form of rain and snow. That is going to do it for tonight's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And we will be back for more videos coming your way tomorrow. Braden will be back tomorrow. I will be doing the morning video. Also be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We go live on TikTok now. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we